Good morning again, everybody. It's Nickie here from Auckland, New Zealand. So if you're on, please give me a thumbs up. Just make sure I am live in the right group. I'll just double check. I'm going to talk to you about pearls today. And if you don't know what that is yet, it's the core of our little formula that we've created and that we use, which will keep you on track. And I'm going to talk about stories as well. So great, somebody's on. Thank you. So my name's Nickie Race-Jones. I live in Auckland, actually on beautiful Waiheke Island. Whoops. And hey, Kelly. And I just want to talk to you or remind you about the importance of telling stories. So we heard about this at Pacific Convention from the lovely 16 Ramos, and it's all come, hi Andrea, it's all come on the, after Facebook changed their algorithms, and Facebook owned Instagram as well. And stories on Facebook and stories on Instagram are big anyway. They're the ones that pop up at the top, and people love to have a sneak peek of what's happening in your life. But I just want to remind you why stories are so important and why this has become even more important. And that is because Facebook, well, social media in general, really wants us to care now. It's not about popping up posts of bottles and, just sort of sell. They absolutely will not rank you or boost your posts if you're just putting up pictures of bottles and just trying to sell to people. People want to, hey Ange, people want to hear your story. So first of all, the moment that you got interested in this business, whether you knew it or not, you started creating a story that people will be interested in, that you can tell soon afterwards or later on once you've started digesting it. I'll give you an example of that. My story, I said no to this business for 2 years before I actually went along to Julia to be polite. She said she'd do a half-faced demo on me. I had no idea I was looking for a business, but it was Julia's story about how she has created this lifestyle business. She's a lot of fun anyway, for those of you that know her. She was always playing tennis. She was flying off places. She's got 4 children. And I was brought into this whole lifestyle story that I absolutely love. And I thought, wow, I want to work like that. I don't want to be, yeah, thank God I said yes, I know. I'd been in traditional business before and it was exhausting. I was stressed out. I had to employ people and big inventory and all that sort of stuff. And it was just, it was too much. By the time I was completely drained and washed out and I didn't even know it. So, Julia's story was what engaged me to begin with. And people, so what stories do is they create emotion. People get emotionally attached to you, whether they know you in person or not. So this can happen online as well, believe it or not. It's the energy that you put out there. Even if it's online, you're putting out your energy. So the moment you pick up a product, the moment that you try something and your lips look a little plumper, or you put the Lumi Spa on your skin for the first time ever, and you do half your face and your skin is so smooth like a baby's bottom, it's just, that is the story that people want to listen to because they go, oh my goodness, maybe that'll work for me. So it's the energy and the enthusiasm that you create with these stories. So I just want to remind you this and just request that every time you do a post on Facebook or Instagram or you go live, just step back and think, what is my intention with this? The more intentional you can be, the better. And start to think about the beginning and what is that person I'm going to be speaking to or posting for? What are they looking for? and there'll be some kind of little pain point for them. They'll have a wrinkle here, or they'll have low energy, or they'll be sitting at their desk at some job that they hate, or there'll be something where, you know, they're not at home with their children and they want to be, and daycare's costing them more than they're earning on their hourly rate, or whatever that pain point is. There'll be something that goes click at some point. And this will happen once they know and trust you, and they get to know and trust you by the fact that you engage with them and online, and people don't feel anymore like they're being sold to. So people don't want to be sold to. They just want to buy into your story. And that's right, Kelly, be authentic. So the more real you are, the better. And that's why it's really important to post about your lifestyle, you know, go live about things that are happening in your life. You may think it's really boring and it's totally irrelevant, but actually people love it. So, you know, and things can go wrong on live. So for those of you who are still not going live, I honestly encourage you to do that, because Facebook's going to push you up to the top of the ranking anyway. More people are going to see your posts. And so just venture out there. Even now I can feel, you know, I have some nerves. It may not seem that way. The first time I went live, I was terrified. All this conversation in my head, which has already been covered a little bit in my self-talk. Miranda did a lovely piece on mindset. You know, I'm too old, I'm too fat, nobody wants to hear me, you know, blah, 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 blah. But after a while, you realize that you actually do have a story, and people, if they're not interested, they'll switch off, they won't listen anyway. But people who keep listening, and they watch you sometimes without even you knowing, they will start engaging with you when they start to buy into your story, and they know that you you know that you are real and you are authentic and you're a real person, and that you're, you know, you've transformed in some way, or you're moving forward in some way, and you're having fun and you're engaging and you're enthusiastic and you're glowing and you're looking great, and you know, and it's just inspiring. That's what people want to see. So so stories really, really important. So think every time you post, every time you go live, every time you do a little video, what is the starting point, the introduction, then where's the pain point? Yeah, Sharon, go live, because honestly they do work. But anyway, what's the pain point? There'll be a guts in a story, and then there'll be some kind of progression or happy ending. So just think in terms of stories like that. Now just bear with me for a second. I am just going to share some slides with you, and I thought so I'm going to talk to you about pearls. So for those of you that don't know what pearls are yet, you're brand new, there are some documents in our groups in the Kickstart Your Biz and You Tribe Global about pearls, and these pearls have been developed to keep you on track. And originally it started as pears by a lovely woman in the States called Ginger. And I thought I would be brave and reach out, because she did such an amazing presentation in the American group and at their boot camp. I thought I'd reach out and ask if I could get her slides. And this is the nature of this business. She was so generous and so lovely and so thrilled that I had asked. So I have adapted them slightly just to make it more relevant to us. But these are the slides from Ginger. So I'm just going to turn this around here, and then hopefully you can all see that. Whoops, so this is the non-technical version. I know Ange was very clever. So there we go. So I'm going to talk to you about PEARLS, and PEARLS is an acronym. And it's really about our formula or our strategy that we have developed that will keep you on track. And this is daily routines. Now, I'll just run through it quickly. P stands for posting. E stands for engaging. A stands for adding. R, that can stand for referral posts, recruiting posts, retail sales, a few things that we can do that. The L is for lives, most important. And S is for staying connected, and I always like to say stories as well. So so I'm going to run through this, and remember that this is a daily action. You may be putting an hour or 2 hours into your business to begin with, but just remember that it's the consistency that's important. Whether you're putting 5 hours a day into your business or 1 hour a day into your business, this is a daily routine. So you are, if you want to be someone that makes things happen, that's right, consistency and focus. Gorgeous Julia. You can be one of those people that makes things happen rather than sits there and watch things happen. This is a conscious decision that you have to make, and stop whinging about your life and just go live or get on with it and do daily routines. And be consistent. So let's talk about P.E.A.R.L.S. So posting and engaging, and first of all, P.E.A.R.L.S can really help you and your team. So first of all, you get very focused, and then your team, you can help them to stay accountable. So if, for example, you're starting your business, your brand new business, and you're starting with a toothpaste post, and you're going through the cycle of sort of 7 to 10 days of toothpaste posts, ending up with referral posts and recruitment posts and everything that we encourage you to do. This is a proven strategy. This is something then that you will duplicate with your teams and help them to keep on track. So you can ask yourself every day, and I have a little spreadsheet. Have I posted? Have I engaged with people? Have I added new friends? And then am I asking people? Am I asking people for referral posts? Am I asking people for retail sales? Am I recruiting actively? So we'll go through that. You might also have little things around your retail product marketing as well. If you already have a group, that's entirely up to you. I think it's Julia's going to be talking about Facebook groups if you've gone that far. And you can also ask yourself, have I gone live? So the first thing, I'm not going to dwell on this too much because I think someone else is talking about it, but remember that you are branding yourself through your profile, and you need to reflect your brand. So be authentic. So you've got room there to put a little bio about yourself, and you want to be putting your best face forward. Hopefully this is my best face. I don't always show my best face. But this will show up on your Facebook profile cover, and you've got an opportunity there to put 5 pictures that will represent, what you stand for. I love sailing. I've got my kids and my doggies and all that sort of thing, and my team. So, that for me it kind of represents what I am. And, I also paint, and it's important that you do this because people who identify you will be attracted to you, whether it's as a customer or eventually, they might even join your business. And that's how I got Miranda, who has done the mindset thing, into the business. She's a friend, started off using the products, realized that they are extraordinary. And then when she had her lovely baby, the timing was right to join. So there you go. But even if you don't know people personally, people are going to be attracted to you, and this will make them comfortable with you and your business. So when you're posting, remember that you want to be putting 80% lifestyle. Hope you can see that. I've got one of Julia and her lovely family there. 80% lifestyle. I've chosen your picture there, Julia, of your 9-year gap between those 2 photos. Amazing. All your beautiful children there, and I just thought that was a lovely post, and she got huge engagement with that post. That's what people love to see. They just people want to see happy, smiley, gorgeous family pictures of your lifestyle, things that are going on. You can integrate, I just picked out a few things. I did one on the Lumi Spa, and then I I've done lifestyle ones. There's one with my daughter there. I picked out one that Ange does. She occasionally puts on her, this is on her timeline, something about the toothpaste. It's a strategic move, but you don't want to be bombarding your Facebook timeline with product posts. You don't want it to look like a classified ad. So be really, really intentional and interesting. And they recommend that you should post 3 to 5 times a day. Personally, I don't. I find I stick to, twice a day with something, and that's just because that's what I have time for and that's what I can commit to. So it's a very individual thing. You may also be on Instagram and you may want to be doing stuff there as well, but plan it out and tick it off so that you know that you've done it. Now, engagement, we're going to go on to engagement. Engaging with your audience is really, really important. Because that is going to bump up your posts. Facebook's going to look at whole sentences that are being written, not just likes and love hearts and that sort of thing. But you might want to, you might see something in a group, or you might see something on someone else's timeline, even if you don't know them, and you start to comment. And a good way to do that is to wish somebody a happy birthday, ask them what they're doing for their birthday. Have they got anything special planned? Ask them a question so that they are invited to reply to you, and that starts a conversation, that starts engagement that Facebook really, really loves. So they will start to bump up your posts. You can be really clever as well, and you can as you're adding friends, this is a screenshot from Ginger here, but as you're adding friends, you can go into your recent friends and you can actually see how much people have posted. So you can see people that are active online, and those are the people that you might want to just keep an eye on or engage with, or they might have kids the same age, or they might have the same hobbies, or they might just look really cool, or whatever it is. Start to engage with them. People love it. And that's when Facebook sort of goes, oh, they're friends, so I'm going to show their posts to you more often, and vice versa. And if they're engaging back, then they are also interested in you. So it is strategic, but it's not kind of stalky. It's just social media, and that's what Facebook is. It's a social thing. So remember that. People think they have to be so protective on Facebook. I used to think that. I was terrified that I had put my profile on public when I first started. I thought, oh my God, I thought the world was going to fall in, but it didn't. And quite the contrary, I get people reaching out to me going, I've been following you for a while on Facebook and I'm interested in whatever it is. So all sorts of things can happen. So you can also be really smart, and you may join groups that are of interest. May have, if you're a mummy with small children, you might want to join mummies groups. You might want to create your own group, like Kate. I've just seen her on there. Hi darling. Kate has created a mum support groups, which is just wonderful, because it's it's not that she's out there looking for people to join her business. She's creating trust in these people and adding value every single day to other mums who are, maybe sitting at home feeling alone, or just completely washed out, or overtired, or whatever. And it's lovely to create a community. People want to belong to a community. You can also be smart and go into Facebook and have a look at events, things that are happening in your area, and see who's said yes, they're interested, or that they might be going, and you can reach out and start engaging with people then. Okay, so just go on to the next one there. So this is a structure this is Ginger's suggested structure, which I think is pretty good. Sundays is a great day for recruitment. I was brave this morning and put up a recruitment post this morning, but I'd been thinking about it for a few days and thought, oh, shall I, shan't I? But actually, it came from the heart. I feel so strongly, and I find myself getting emotional sometimes when I talk about this business. because, and I didn't feel like that at the beginning, but I just know that the lives that are being changed, and the fun that people are having, and not just in my team, but you know, throughout U-Tribe is extraordinary. You know what Ali and Ange have created, it's amazing. So don't be afraid if you feel suddenly passionate about something. Just post about it and tell people why, and that comes back to the stories. Okay. Monday's a great day for retail posts. You might reach out at the beginning of the week and say, hey, does anyone fancy a toothpaste? I've got 3 up for grabs this week. Obviously be mindful of the words you can use, like free and message me. You want to avoid those things. That's another story. But you could, you know, put it out there that you are giving away some toothpaste at the start of the week and see what comes out of it, because you never know what will come out of it. I'm just going to tell you a little story which I've told a couple of times this week. So if you are listening, then oh, am I running over time, Kate? Sorry. Or maybe I won't tell my story then. I'll just go through this. So Wednesday's recruitment again. I think Thursdays as well are a good day for recruitment. Fridays are not a good day for posting in general, so I just tend to put up an inspirational quote. And Saturdays, you can choose that for referral posts when people are online and they're going to go, oh, what are those funny teeth there? And maybe, you know, it's time. So sorry, I have been rabbiting on. That's the trouble. I haven't got my watch anymore. So just referral posts. These are the key. Nikki Sherwood just touched on it. The key to your business is getting beyond your own network. Make sure that you are asking people. It might be a new customer. It might be someone who has reached out to you because you've offered to give away something. But or you can, you know, make a post asking for it with the toothpaste or whatever. But ask people, would you be happy to do a shout out on your Facebook wall for me in return for this? Or just someone who has amazing results, and maybe they will post it and you can give them a discount for something the next time. Because that is going to tap into their networks. And then their network, it might not be their direct friends, it might be friends of friends who end up in your organization because of you being brave and asking people. So just going back to live, sorry I am going over time, but Kate and Nicole did an amazing thing the other night on Kate's timeline. They did a huge engagement, their awards night. But otherwise you can just go live, just doing, you know, little things about your life, your dogs, whatever it might be. And S in Pearls is for staying connected. So we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit, said by Aristotle. So staying connected means set aside 30 minutes a day and get together with your coach, add some value for your own teams. Go into U-Tribe Global, watch some of the incredible trainings in there from all of our leaders. And also there's a group called You Mindset, which Ali has put together that some of you may not be aware of. There's some amazing stuff in there. Or you may have other people that you like to listen to, like Tony Robbins or whatever. So I hope that was helpful. I'm just going to around and say goodbye. Sorry that I went over time. I get so passionate about this. Hope it was helpful. Love you all and can't wait for the rest of the trainings today. Thanks guys. Bye.